I sound like a news anchor or when I say that I don't actually anymore. So let's start again. I want to have a real heart-to-heart with you today about your headshots. Are they sabotaging you from getting your dream gig? Because chances are they probably are. Have you ever been scrolling through LinkedIn or Facebook or even Tinder, any kind of social media, and you're just seeing a bunch of pictures go by, like, yeah, person, whatever, and then there's one person whose headshot and profile picture just really is like, whoa, who is this person? You start stalking them, and like 5 minutes later, you're like, shit, this person bought 5 minutes of my precious time. Oh my god. That picture itself caught your attention, and it got you interested in who that person was, and it got you like wanting to know more about them. That's exactly what it's like when potential bosses and potential clients are looking at you. It may not be everything, but it's what's gonna get your foot in the door. Cue the footsteps. If you can hear those. It might be what gets your foot in the door to talk to the right person at the right time, and get you that job that you have been wanting for a really long time. So what makes a good headshot and what makes a bad headshot? I'll start with what makes a bad headshot because that's super simple. I mean, you kind of intuitively know this because if you're scrolling past a bunch of things, well, obviously it's not catching your attention. So what is that headshot like? It's the one where you're sideways, you have your hands together, and you look all nice, and you're in a blazer or a suit and tie, and you're like, yes, hello, this is me. This is who I am. This is how I am when I work. This is how I am when I'll present myself to you. This is how I am when I'm at home. This is how I am at parties. Haha, yes, business. It's those kinds of like stuffy, like, I don't know, high school senior portrait kind of photos. There's no like real personality to these photos. They don't really show who you are and they don't make you stand out. So that's what makes a bad headshot these days. But what makes a good one? Well, there are 3 things to that I really feel and have seen and witnessed in my own personal life and with all of these people who are coming to me for headshots. I mean, serious success stories, guys. It's crazy. There are 3 things that really have just made their headshots what they are. That's energy, catching the right people's attentions, and knowing your niche. It's also standing out. So what do I mean with all of that stuff? Let's dive into that. So energy. When I say it captures your energy, well, I want you to think about what's it like to work with me? What am I like when I'm working? That's the energy that you want your photo, your headshot to bring to the table. So it's, are you really outgoing in the office? Are you like the person who's really bubbly and talking with everybody and making people laugh and just really loud and outgoing? Like, you want to show that in your headshot. Or are you more quiet and reserved and thoughtful and really just there to do the work? Neither one is wrong by any means. But, you know, if you're just putting yourself out there as this, you're not going to draw in the people who you really want to be working with. Now, the second piece ties into that a lot. It's connecting you to your right audience. So you yourself are a brand. And that's something that a lot of people are just starting to realize. Who you are in real life is who you are on your job and who you are in your business. And that's perfect. You want to put yourself out there in a way that feels good to you. So if you are your personal brand, then you have a niche audience. You have people you want to work with and people you don't want to work with. And again, that's totally fine. You're allowed to have that choice. And honestly, if you know that and have that choice, then you're going to get where you want to go a lot faster and a lot easier. So it's knowing things. It's what's my style like? Who am I outside of work? How can I show that in my photos? And like, what kind of outfits would you be wearing? I mean, what would people see you work in? It's dress for the job you want, not the job you have. And honestly, where we're headed in the world, you want to be human because people connect with people. They don't connect with job titles. They don't connect with business. They don't connect with products and service. They connect with everything, the brand around that. They connect with who you are. So you want to show that. You want to know who your niche is, and you want to be getting the attention of those people. And the third thing is you want to stand out. You don't want to be lost in the background. You don't want to blend in with a bunch of trinkets, and you don't want to be caught in a bunch of foliage and trees and everything. And honestly, both of those settings can be done really well, but you have to be working with a photographer who gets how to do that. Like right now, this setting could look really bad and I could just blend in with the background, but I know exactly what to do to make myself stand out, and it flows and it looks really good. And one thing you can do right now is like to actually get something tangible out of this is to scroll through social media and just tune into like what to you makes photos good and makes them stand out to you and what makes them different. And then you can find a photographer who aligns with you in all of those ways. Now, my last piece of advice that I want to give to you, you can go into a session and have all of the intentions of showing your right energy and portraying yourself to the right niche audience for you and also standing out. But honestly, if you're not working with a photographer who makes you feel comfortable and knows how to pull that kind of essence and those kinds of expressions out of you, you're just gonna have a normal photograph and a normal headshot again, because you're gonna feel so uncomfortable. Being in front of a camera is so uncomfortable. Like, I'm now overly aware that I am in front of a camera, and I started stumbling because I'm like, oh crap, hey, how's it going? What do I do with my hands? I don't really know. And I'm pretty sure half the time I'm talking with my hands up here because there's still like things that I am not comfortable with. And I'm a photographer. I teach people how to do this for a living. So you really want to work with a photographer who makes you feel totally at home, gets you in your comfort zone, and can pull all of those really great things about you out so that you can show them to the world. That's all for today. I encourage you to reach out and check out my website and see what headshots you can have for yourself. My website is elmudrockphoto.com, and I'll leave a link down below at the bottom of this video. All good things, guys.